This is a full follow-along workout for upper body bent arm strength and lower body flexibility that we do in Monday of our UMS online coaching program. All you need to do is press play and join in for the full workout. It takes just under an hour. We have a 10-minute mobility warm-up, then we have 30 minutes of strength and flexibility training, and then a 16-minute supplementary circuit. This is an amazing workout. Just get your equipment ready, press play, join in with me, and let's get strong and flexible all at the same time.
We are the gym that teaches people how to move instead of just exercise, because we believe that health is about performance, not just body image.
Here we go for the upper body warm-up, everybody. Let's get into it. We're going to start with cardio. For beginners, you're going to jump down on the ground and do horizontal running. So we're getting the legs pumping. Really important to get the heart rate up. Want to keep the shoulders over the hands. If you find this a little bit too challenging, you can do burpees, although burpees for a lot of people are a lot harder, but nonetheless, you have the choice. You can also do squat jumps if you want. So you can just jump up and down like this. But whatever you do, we're going to work for 60 seconds. We're really going to go for it. So we're halfway through. We've got 30 seconds left. Let's keep going. It's very, very important to get your heart rate up. You really want to be warmed up properly before you start getting into the mobility exercises. So we want to get the heart rate pumping. The goal is that at the end of this 60 seconds, you are out of breath. You feel like your body temperature is rising. Your heart rate is pumping. We've only got 11 seconds left. Let's go for it. Come on, push yourself. Let's go, work hard, keep working, we're almost done. Great work, now we're into spine mobility. So what I'm doing here is we're circling the neck, trying to make the neck and the head move as far as it can in all directions, turning it to the left and right while you move it around. Then we're going to change directions, go in the other direction. We usually do about 5 circles in each direction, trying to keep the body still. Now we're going to move the whole body. Okay, so you can see my head is moving further than everything else. It's very, very important that your entire spine is moving when you're doing this. And now we change directions. We do 3 of these. So really make sure your head moves further than everything else. So when you go back, your head leans back. From side to side, your head goes to the side. Now we're going to do lateral spine movement. We're going to push the shoulders from one side to the other. Keep the hips very still. So it's the shoulders that are moving here. And then we're going to finish with some spinal waves. Lead with your nose. So think nose, chin, chest, stomach, pelvis. Nose, chin, chest, stomach, pelvis. You'll get better at these over time.
Hey there, in case we haven't met, my name's Rad Burmeister. I'm one of the founders of Unity Gym and creators of the UMS, Unify Movement System, where we make people strong, flexible and fit all in 1-hour workouts. Now the video that you're watching is just a portion of the UMS online coaching program. You can grab a 1-month trial, a 30-day free trial, if you click the link in the description of this video. Now of course, if you like this video, please click the like button, share it with your friends, and consider subscribing to the channel. We post videos like this every week. And if you want to get started with us at all, you can grab one of the blueprints below here. There's the strength blueprint, the flexibility blueprint, the at-home workouts blueprint. We've got a whole bunch of really great freebies that you can get. Or if you want to grab one of our programs, you can grab one of our standalone programs like the 18-minute stretching routine, flexibility masterclass, or Gymnastics Rings masterclass, to name just a few. And as I said before, if you're ready to jump in, really take your results to the next level and see what this amazing UMS online coaching program is like, grab the 30-day free trial where you'll get coached by myself, Richard, and my brother Yanni. Whenever you want, you can upload videos to the private group that we've got, and you get access to the full program. 6 days a week of training, 6 different workouts in the week, and new workouts every 4 weeks.
Now we're going to jump down onto the ground, onto our hands and knees. We're going to do the wrist routine now. So first we're going to do the wrist stretch. So lock the elbows out, come forward and go side to side a couple of times. Keep the elbows straight. Now we're going to straighten the elbows on the back of the wrists, pull the bum back to the heels and go side to side. So we're getting a nice stretch in the wrist. Then we're going to turn the hands out and pull your bum back to the heels and go side to side. And the last wrist stretch here, we're going to turn the hands in, pull your bum back towards your heels and go side to side. And now we'll circle the wrist. Keep the arms really still and circle the hands. Arms are staying still. Change directions. Excellent. Now we're on to the wrist push-ups. We're going to have the index finger facing forward, fingers splayed out, elbows turned inwards so the arms are straight. Then we're going to push up on the first knuckle and go down very slowly. Keep the thumb off the ground at all times. Okay, up on the first knuckle, down slowly. Keep the thumb off the ground at all times. Now we do wrist push-ups. Try to keep as much weight in your hands as you can handle. You can bend your elbows on these ones, put some weight in the arms. Now we do fingertip push-ups. Come up on the fingers and then keep the weight in your hands as you go down slowly. Okay, up on the fingers and control it on the way down. And then the last one we're going to do is wrist rocks, coming forward on the first knuckle and then back on the little finger knuckle. As you get better at these, you want to put more weight in your arms. The more weight you can handle, the stronger you're going to get. And then we're going to bring the bum back on the heels and do finger pulls. Keep the elbows completely straight when you do these ones. Elbows straight. Now we do elbow circles. Flick the arms straight and then circle inwards. So flick very fast and then circle. Okay, now we change directions. So you flick and then circle outward. Make sure the arm straightens all the way on each one. And then we're going to finish this section with closed kinetic chain circles. Hands are still and the elbows and shoulders are circling. Keep the hands still, circle the elbows and shoulders. Now we're moving on to the shoulder routine. So we're just going to sit down, pull the hands back as far as they'll go and do small circles forward as your arms are coming up. So I'm slowly raising my arms up as I'm circling. Halfway up now. Make sure you're looking up at the TV for beginners so that you're aware of where your hands should be. Still circling, bringing the hands right up above the head. Now change directions with the circles as your arms are coming down. Make sure you keep up with me because there's a lot to do. Halfway down, still circling. And then when you get to the bottom, now we're going to pulse back and forward. So we pull the hands all the way back, then relax, move the hands up a little bit and go again. So really driving back with the arms. Make sure your spine stays straight. Don't lean back. We're activating all the muscles at the back of the shoulders here to really warm everything up, get everything ready for the workout. This is a really important couple of exercises to do. And now we're going to do big circles with the shoulders. Focus on making sure that the shoulder blades are moving, not just the arms. So the arms come right up above the head. And then as you come forward, the shoulders push forward. The shoulder blades push away from the spine into protraction. When you come back, the shoulders pull back into retraction. So the shoulder blades pull together. And then when you come down, the shoulder blades depress. Then we change directions and it's the exact opposite. So now we're pulling the arms up and back as far as they'll go before we circle outward. Try to keep the elbows as straight as you can and make sure that the shoulder blades are moving as well. Very, very important that you get movement through the whole shoulder joint, through the shoulder blades and the glenohumeral joint. Now we're going to stand up and swing the hips from side to side. My arms are completely relaxed. I'm not trying to do anything with the arms here. It's the hips moving side to side that create the movement in the shoulders. And now we're going to whip the arm down and bring it back up. So it's quite fast on the way down, keeping the arm really relaxed, getting the blood flowing right to the end of the extremities. Change sides. And we're going to move from this very quickly into the core activation. So everybody get ready. As soon as we finish this last rep, straight down on the back. We're starting in 3 seconds. Let's go. Laying on the back. Here we go. Now, really activating the core, pushing the lower back firmly into the ground, keeping the arms straight, legs off the ground, knees completely straight, and really working those abs here, activating the abs. Now onto the side. We're on the side dish. One hand touching the ground, the other arm completely straight. Lift the shoulders and legs off the ground. Make sure that the ear is touching the shoulder on the lower arm and that the arm is straight. Get ready. Changing to the arch body hold. Arms completely straight, thumbs externally rotated, arms up high, legs straight with feet off the ground. Activating all the muscles down your posterior chain. And now to the other side for the side dish. So one hand touching the ground, the other arm is completely straight, lifting the shoulders up off the ground, lifting the legs off the ground, really using those obliques, the muscles in the side of the body. Okay, now we're up to hanging. Let's get the beginners at the front of the gym, people that are new to Unity Gym. Senior students, please move towards the back of the gym. So beginners can still see the TV and see what's going on here. And we're going to hang for 60 seconds. Or at least you're going to do your best. Now, when you hang, you completely relax. You want to grip with your thumbs like I am in the video here. Make sure that your thumbs are under the bar and your fingers are over the bar. And grip firmly but allow the rest of your body to completely relax. Now, if you need to rest, if you need to take a break, then just do so. Jump down and rest for 5 to 10 seconds, shake your arms out, and then jump back up and go again. The goal is to try and get the full 60 seconds, but if you can't do that, that's totally fine. The strength is going to come. This builds a lot of strength in the forearms, and it's very, very good for stretching out the spine. We're decompressing the spine here. So it's really great for the shoulder joint as well, and all the joints in the upper body. Keep going, we're almost finished. And now we're on to the last block where we do the gymnastics rings. So there's 2 movements that we do here. We're going to do the RTO hold and the skin the cat. So for those of you that are new, you can grab onto the rings like what I'm doing, and we're going to do the German hang actually. Skin the cat is the progression from the German hang. Grab the rings, put your arms behind you like what I did just there. And now just hang. Let your body weight drop down. So you can see I've still got my feet on the ground here, but the goal is to lift your feet off the ground like what I did just there. Okay, then relax, and then we're going to change over to the RTO hold. So now you're going to grab onto the lower set of rings. Don't change the height of the rings when you do this. We've got sets of rings that are lower and sets of rings that are higher. So the lower rings, now you're going to push and try and get your feet off the ground like what I'm doing. If you can, turn the rings out like what I'm doing in the video here. That's called an RTO, ring turned out hold. And all you need to do is 1 set of both of these movements. So there's plenty of time. You can see we've still got over a minute left. So there's even if we've got a really full class here with 20 people and we've only got 10 sets of rings, there's plenty of time for everybody to go through and just do 1 set. What I'm demonstrating now is the skin the cat. So the skin the cat is where you go all the way through, where you do like a backward somersault and a forward somersault. And this is the advanced version. It's quite challenging to do. You can start from a German hang by what I'm doing here, and then pull yourself forward and go slowly down. But that's the end result. That's what you're aiming for. So for the beginners, you just want to do 1 set of that RTO hold on the rings and 1 set of the German hang. So here's the German hang. I'm demonstrating it again. And then the other one is the RTO hold, where you just push down into the gymnastics rings. You don't need to do more than 1 set. We've got 2 minutes here to just get 1 set done. So it's plenty of time, even if you had to wait at the start for an opportunity to get on the rings, as long as you get 1 set in. Almost finished, everyone. Now your body should be feeling really nice and warmed up and ready to go for the class, and enjoy your training.
All right, we've just finished the warm-up. We're ready to go. Now, before you start the Monday primary workout, so this is the bent arm strength for push and pull, doing vertical push-pull, you want to make sure that you've got all the equipment that you need right here, wherever you are. So we're at whatever gym you're training at. If you're at home, in your own home gym, or if you're out at a big chain gym, you just need to make sure that you've got the equipment that you need already. And these workouts, you can easily do these workouts with 4 people. You could do it with a buddy, with 2 buddies, with 3 buddies, because the way that the UMS works, we have 4 stations and you just cycle through the movements. Each round goes for 5 minutes. So what we want to make sure is that we have something to do pull-ups on. So we're doing feet-assisted pull-ups in phase 1. I've set my bar up. I know that I can do that there. I've got my dumbbells for the dumbbell shoulder press. I've got my dowel rods here so that I can do my front splits, my active front splits. Although you don't need dowel rods. I mean, I could just as easily hang on to something. That's totally fine. And I've got my dumbbells as well for the loaded hamstring stretch. Now what we're going to do, we're going to start the workout. We've got 6 5-minute rounds, starting in 10 seconds. The first round is the warm-up round, of course. So the first round is when we go and grab our weights and play around. So we've finished the general preparation warm-up. Now it's time to warm up for the movement. So I'm just going to do a couple of feet-assisted pull-ups. I'm going to hang, a couple of reps. Just get my body ready for the workout. Now, you would start on a lighter weight probably, so the way that you should do a warm-up is if I'm going to do 10 kilos, if that's the amount of weight that I'm going to lift, let's start with 5. So this first set that you do now should be 5 kilos, okay? And we're just going to do 4 reps, 2, 3, 4, okay? Let me come down. We can do a little bit of a warm-up for our hamstrings. Okay, so we're getting ourselves ready for some hamstring stretching, of course. So you can bend your knees,
Move the legs a little bit like this. A little bit of dynamic flexibility is okay if you don't have any problems in your lower back or anything like that. Okay. Another couple of pull-ups. I'll just do an isometric hold at the top. So I'm going to pull my shoulders down. Get used to that feeling at the top, really activating the muscles there. Now, everything that we do in this workout, this is phase 1 of the UMS. We're getting you ready. We're laying the foundation for the really good stuff that's to come. But these workouts are critical. Even people that have been training for years get a lot out of these. While I'm talking, you should be grabbing more weights. So what we want to do now is we want to go, if you're aiming to lift 10 kilos, I think that's 24 pounds or something, or 22 pounds. Then now for your second warm-up set, you should be on 7.5 kilos. So your first warm-up set would have been 5 kilos or 10 pounds. Your second warm-up set should now be 7.5 kilos or about 15 pounds, about 75% of what you're going to lift. Now we're just going to do 2 reps. 1, 2, okay? So this is how we warm up effectively for weightlifting. This is how we do things so efficiently at Unity Gym. We do this circuit style training, okay? And if you've got your buddies, then you're all just taking turns at doing this. We've still got 2 minutes 40 left in the warm-up round. So I'm just going to get into my hip flexors a little bit because we're doing front splits training today as well. So I can just do a passive stretch here. I can come up, hips forward, and then lean into it to get a little bit more into the hip flexors, into the quadriceps as well. Go on my toes, that changes the stretch a little bit. Change sides. Because front splits is the flexibility movement for today, we always do upper body strength with lower body flexibility so that we're maximizing the use of our rest time. So this is a really good little way to warm up the hip flexors and the quadriceps. Another one that I like to do, hips forward, rib cage down. Just come up and down a little bit like this. You may not be able to go as low as me, that's totally fine. Okay, now we do our last warm-up set for the strength training. Now, mind you, whenever I do these warm-up rounds, because in Unity Gym I've got all of my equipment here, you might need to be going back and forth to equipment, so don't let me talking stop you from training. You should be moving back and forth and getting your equipment. So we just do our last warm-up set. Now it should be pretty much replicating 100% of what the actual workout would be, which means I'm going to lift 10 kilos. My last warm-up set is with 10 kilos, okay? So from here, now I just set my shoulders back and down, okay? Elbows under the wrists, boom, and just do 1 rep, okay? Now what we're going to do, we are going to be using tempo in this workout, so we're going to be going down for 3 seconds, up for 1 second. We've got 55 seconds left before we start round 1. So you've got a little bit more time to play around if you need to. Just get the equipment that you want. And we're going to be doing this 4 exercises as a circuit every 5 minutes. So we're going to be doing the shoulder press, then the loaded hamstring stretch, then the pull-ups. Actually, I'll do pull-ups first. Pull-ups first, loaded hamstring stretch, shoulder press, and then front splits. And it doesn't matter what order you do it in. If you're doing this workout with 4 people, you all start at a different station. You all do 1 set, then you move to the next one, then the next one, then the next one. You all get all 4 exercises done in the same 5 minutes. It's the most efficient way to get strong and flexible that I've ever seen. Honestly, it is. Okay, so we've got 10 seconds left before we start the first warm-up round. Why do I do the pull-up first? Because the pull-up is such a demanding movement. It's such a demanding strength training movement. I want to be as fresh as I can. I want to have as much rest as possible. So let's get our pull-ups done. Phase 1, we're going to do 8 to 10 reps. So here we go. Up, 1001, 1002, 1003. 2, 1001, 1002, 1003, 3, 1001, 1002, 1003, 4, 1001, 1002, 1003, 5, 1001, 1002, 1003, 6, 1001, 1002, 1003, 7, 1001, 1002, 1003, 8, 1001, 1002, 1003. If you want to do 1 or 2 more reps, go for it. Okay, nice, and that took me about 40 seconds to do. So now we go over, grab our dumbbells for the loaded hamstring stretch, and I'm just going to push my chest forward, make sure that I come from the hips
We're going to go for 30 seconds starting now. Okay. Just keeping those knees straight, letting the weight pull me down. Beautiful loaded stretch here. Should have set myself up here so I can see the clock a bit better. We've got 10 seconds left. You can see that I'm really concentrating on keeping my back straight. I'm not rounding from the back when I do these, okay? All right, so I'll just take a little break. And I'm gonna go for the shoulder press. Plenty of time. So it's been 1 minute 40. I keep looking at the clock here. It's been 1 minute 40. I've got 2.5 minutes to get those 2 exercises done that I just did. As long as I'm getting 2 exercises done in 2.5 minutes, I'm fine. So we've got 3 minutes and 5 seconds left. Plenty of time. Set my shoulders back and down, neutral grip, and here we go. 1, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1001, 1002, 1003. I think that's 4. I lost count. It's 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. I'm not going to be pushing myself very hard in these workouts because I film multiple workouts back to front. So I've got to be able to get through this and make sure that I deliver good content for you. But at this stage in the UMS, you should not be focusing on how much weight you're lifting. The focus should be all about the quality of the technique. The quality of the technique is what matters above all. Don't worry about how much weight you're lifting. Focus on the technique and the teaching cues. And for the shoulder press, the cues that we want to look at are to keep the shoulders back and down, elbows under the wrist, and be intentional with the end ranges. Okay, here we go, front splits. So I'm just going to set up, hips forward. Okay, it's just the first set, so we don't have to be trying to break any records, but what I'm looking for is to keep those knees straight, and I'm trying to not use these sticks. They're here for me, okay, but I'm not like leaning on them. They're just here to help me balance a little bit. So I'm really doing very little with the sticks. I forgot to time exactly how long I did it for, but I think that's about 30 seconds. Okay. And to the next side, doing roughly 30 seconds. Now we've got 1 minute 10 left, and this is what I want. What I like to do when I do Monday's workout is I like to have a little bit of time left before I do my pull-ups. See, what we're doing here, by doing these front splits, I'm allowing the muscles that are used for the pull-up and the shoulder press to rest. My arms, everything in my upper body was resting while I was doing those front splits. Same with the loaded hamstring stretch. So that's a really, really good use of time. It's a great way to be able to stretch and strengthen my body all in the same 5 minutes. But because the pull-up is such a demanding movement, because it's a calisthenics movement, I can't just lift less weight on the pull-up, like a pull-up is a pull-up. I like to have a little bit of rest where I'm doing absolutely nothing before my pull-up. So that's why I like to have the pull-up first. You don't have to. It's just the way I like to do it. And if you're training with 4 people doing this, not everybody can do the pull-up first. It's just not how it works. But if you can do your workout in a way where you have a little bit of a break before the pull-up, I like to do that. So we've got 5 seconds. You're going to hear the buzzer in a sec. There we go. 1, 1001, 1002, 1003. 2, 1001, 1002, 1003. Being really intentional with those end ranges. You can see my shoulders are right down as I come down. At the bottom, the last thing that happens is that my shoulders elevate. I'm pulling my shoulders down first. That's the first thing that happens. The shoulders depressed, getting my chest right up to the bar, being really intentional with the end ranges, creating good quality reps. And when you do this on your own, it's really good to have a metronome, going on, a phone that goes bip, bip, bip for every second. I didn't do that for the video because I thought it might be a little bit off-putting. I could have had a metronome app there going, but I thought it might be a little bit off-putting for people, And considering that, you know, the video is the video and you're always going to be watching that, I thought, no, I won't put a metronome on it. Okay, so 30 seconds, just leaning forward. This is such a good stretch, this one. This has been played a really big part in the development of my flexibility. When I started, I could not come close to where I am now. You can see I actually need to go in a box almost because the weight's almost touching the ground. When I'm fully warmed up, I do need to go in a box. Okay, so take a break. You can see I'm even a little bit out of breath. Most people don't talk as much as I am right now when they're working out. So talking and doing all this work definitely gets the heart rate up. It's good. That's what it's all about. All right, shoulders back and down, elbows under the wrists, be intentional with the end range. End range is arms above the head, 1001, 1002, 1003, weights touching the shoulders. That's the end ranges. This is a really, really important foundational movement because it uncovers imbalances from left to right side and it prepares you for the barbell shoulder pressing that's to come later in the program. Okay? It also corrects the imbalances. So it'll reveal an imbalance and it will correct it. So, but, you know, in phase 2, we're going to go to the barbell. We do behind the back shoulder pressing, and then we start doing calisthenics movements in the later phases of the UMS where you do like handstand push-up variations and things like that. So everything in phase 1, it's amazing, it's so effective, but it's all laying the foundation for the later phases to come. All right, let's get these front splits going. And what's so beautiful about these workouts is because you're on the clock, you get so much done. You know, when we do this, when you've got me keeping time with you and even when you get used to these workouts, if you don't need to watch the videos anymore, all you do is you set up a 5-minute timer on your phone for 6 rounds, so it's 30 minutes, you press start, and you just constantly keep an eye on it, and you just get so much done. It's so efficient. 5 rounds of proper strength training and proper flexibility training, change sides, that was 30 seconds. In 30 minutes, you're doing the minimum that the research says you need to do in order to get really strong and really flexible. And the results speak for themselves. We've got thousands of people around the world that have used this exact program to get incredible results. And we've never found a more efficient way to train. If there's one out there, show me, because I haven't seen it. It just works so well. And if you're a coach, if you're a personal trainer, training people to integrate this into the way that you do your clients is so effective. You know, doing 1-hour sessions like this is just amazing. And if you're somebody who's just joining in with us because you want to be strong, flexible, fit, want to learn calisthenics, want to do anything like that, this is just such a great way to get you there. We've got 30 seconds left before we start round 3. Really getting into it now, everyone. You can change the weight if you want. Remember, the rep range, what that means is that if you do somewhere between 8 to 10 reps, that's the rep range. If you get to 10 reps with really good technique and you think, oh, that was too easy, then go up in weight. But if you struggle to get 8, if it's a real challenge for you, then go down in weight. You can change the weight from set to set. Of course, here we go. We've got 3 seconds. You've got to keep yourself honest with these timers. You don't want to fall behind. The only thing that'll really mess these workouts up is if you fall behind. And it gets challenging, you know, as the workout progresses, you start feeling like you want to take a little bit more break between each set. I wasn't being very strict with my tempo there. 1001, 1002, 1003. The tempo is really, really important. Okay, 1001, 1002, 1003. It's really important that you do a proper 3-second eccentric phase. When we do the strength testing that you do in progressions, this is the foundations program, 3 phases of foundations. When you move into progressions, you do strength testing structural balance testing actually, I should say, every 12 weeks. And the results of that create custom programs for you, and it follows the same format that we're doing here, but the workouts are customized based on where your imbalances are. And the 3-second tempo is very strict in those testing weeks. You have to be able to do 3 seconds, otherwise you fail the test. Okay, here we go. Oh, whoops, it's a loaded hamstring stretch. What I'm doing. See, I'm warming up. You can see I can quite easily get the weights on the ground now, which is great. This is a really good way to build up to press your handstands, where you come up on your hands like that and lift off the ground into a handstand. This stretch will really get you there. All right. Woo. Shoulder press, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1001, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Woo. Good stuff. All right. It's good. Got back on track with the time. You can see it's a challenging workout to do all of this in 5 minutes if you really stick to it. And the challenge that you have when you're training is to remain efficient. It's really easy to, get lost on your phone and you're scrolling, and then you realize you've spent 5 minutes just sitting there doing nothing in your workout. It's a real waste of time, and you don't want to take that kind of attitude into your training. Something like this is invaluable because you just press play, ignore everything else, and do it. Do the workout. And in 1 hour, man, do this 3 to 6 days a week. Watch how much your body changes. The UMS is designed that you can do it as little or as many times as you want. You can get a great result with as little as 2 days a week. 1 upper body day, 1 lower body day. That'll still have a significant impact on your body. But for those of you that are higher achievers, you can do it 5 or 6 days a week. It's designed like that because the upper body strength training movements and the lower body flexibility movements, they won't be repeated again for 72 hours. So the next 2 workouts you're going to do are going to use totally different muscle groups, so that the muscle groups that we're using in this workout get a rest. They get to relax. So that's a really, really valuable thing. It's designed in a way where you can do it 5 days a week, 6 days a week. You just do your 1 hour workout every day. And it just becomes integrated into your life. The most important thing at your stage of training right now is consistency. Consistency and frequency. We have the health hierarchy of needs at Unity Gym, like Maslow's hierarchy of needs. 5 stages. First, there's motivation. Second is daily habit of movement. Third is nutrition. Fourth is physique. And fifth is mastery, movement mastery. Almost everybody comes in at the physique or mastery stage. People start their journey trying to get a good physique or trying to master some movement progression. The first thing you have to do is get very clear on your motivation. Your motivation has to go from goals to a burning desire. That's what's going to get you out of bed on the rainy days. The second step is a daily habit of movement. Got nothing to do with how hard you train, with what you're working on. It's a daily habit of movement. And that's what we've created with the UMS, is this way of doing a daily habit of movement. Okay, here we go. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1001, 1002, 1003. You can see I'm using my feet as much as I need to, but I'm relying on my shoulders. 5, 6, 1001, 1002, 1003, 7, 1001, 1002, 1003, 8, 1001, 1002, 1003, 9. Oh, I did 9. I'm going to do 8. And look, we're already in round 4. And they're doing 5 rounds. 5 rounds, good strength training, good flexibility training. Doing that consistently, week after week, does that change you? And of course, we're going to do the supplementary circuit at the end. So, but this is the primary workout. This is the most important part, you know. If you've only got time for 30 or 40 minutes, just do your warm up and do this and you're going to get a great result still. Okay, hamstring stretch. Yeah, I think next time I do this, I need to stand on a box, but still good. When you get better and you can do it, it's really good straight after you've done a stretch like that you go straight into your press. It's a really nice way of keeping the strength and the skill. Whew. All right. Shoulder press. Second last round, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3. Keep those heels together, core engaged. 5, be strict on the tempo. Don't break your speed, don't pause, keep it going. Deep breath, hold your breath. Remember how we showed you how to breathe in the tutorials? Of course I'm breaking that by talking, of course, but these are very light weights that I'm lifting for me. I can lift a lot more than this. So I'm just, of course I've got to motivate you and I've got to talk to you about what I'm doing here so you know what's up, what's happening. Okay, here we go. So I'm getting warmer, so I can go down a little bit more now. You can see how much my range of motion has increased in this workout, and that's really how you want to be approaching flexibility training. You don't try max effort on the first set. This is not what you do. You just allow yourself to, you know, just warm up and get into it. And now that I'm getting somewhere with it, I can drop down a little bit and just test my passive range a little bit as well. Okay, almost there, guys. A little bit longer. Another 15 seconds. Whew. Okay, we can go down, test that passive range. I'm never as good on this side as the other side. I've got one hip that's a little bit tighter. All right, we're coming up to the last round, team. Last round. Woo! Starting to feel it at this point of the workout, hey everybody? Okay, 35 seconds left. This is a really important round, everyone. The last round is where the majority of adaptation happens. Sorry, I should have got myself a drink. My throat is starting to get really dry. The adaptation really happens in this last round. So you want the quality to be high, and this is the point where you can push yourself to failure, but not by losing quality. You never ever throw quality out the window in favor of, you know, more reps and intensity, but you can, you know, push yourself now and give it your best. So this is the last round, everyone. Let's do the best we can do. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 3. Woo! All right. Okay, let's get ready for this last hamstring stretch. grab your weights. Even with light weight, you can see I'm still challenged at this point of the workout. 5 rounds. Woo. Okay. Keep holding. 15 more seconds. It's actually not good to look up like what I'm doing here. You really should keep your head down. I'm just looking at the clock. It's not a good habit though. Much better to keep your head down like this. All right. Okay, just a little bit of a break. Got plenty of time, still 3 minutes 20 left in this last round. And of course with the last round, like if you finish all 4 of the exercises, you don't need to wait until the buzzer goes, because at Unity Gym we have to do that because everybody's got to finish up and then we've got to set up for the circuit. But once you finish all 4 of these exercises in this round, you can stop the video and then go to the next video and set up for the circuit and get straight into it. But I'll play it out for those of you who need the rest period. Okay, shoulder press, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Woo. Okay, last exercise. Oh, definitely sweating now. Okay, into the middle, front splits. Okay, let's go adjust my tracksuit pants. Here we go. So it's the last round, so I'm really nice and warm now. I can give it a little bit. See how we go. The goal here is not to just get as low as you can. You can see I'm really making a point of keeping my hips facing forward. If I just go down as low as I can go like this. But look at how crap my hips are. It's not good value stretching. I want my hips facing forward. Okay. It's really important that you maintain good technique with detachment from the goal, from the end result. Just detach from what you want and where you are and focus on quality. And quality is what matters. Good quality movement produces good quality results. Poor quality movement produces poor results. All right, nice work. That's it, guys, well done. 5 rounds, primary workout done. So what you want to do now is you finish up. Maybe you're still doing your last set while I'm talking, but the idea now is that you'll finish up, pack up your equipment, of course, especially if you're at a big chain gym. You don't want to be the person that just leaves the equipment out. Put your equipment away nicely. Press stop on this video. Go and set yourself up for the circuit. And I'll see you in just a moment. And we'll get the supplementary circuit done for Monday. And that's Monday done. Monday is a really important workout to do because of course it sets the tone for the whole week. So you always want to make sure that you get that Monday workout done, start the week the right way, and let's get some good results, huh? Here we go, 7 seconds left. Woo, feeling good. All right team, let's get ready for that supplementary circuit. Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, consider subscribing to our channel and make sure you click the notification bell so you know when our weekly videos are uploaded. Now, the best thing for you to do if you want to stay connected with us and get free online coaching is to join our private Facebook group. It's called the UMS Movement Mastermind, and we go live daily where we answer our members' questions. It's very interactive because you can post questions while we're live and we interact with you on the show. You can also upload videos or pictures of yourself with any movements, any stretches, strength training movements, calisthenics, weightlifting, anything that you're struggling with, and we'll critique you, give you feedback, let you know how you can get better. It's a really valuable resource. It allows a lot of communication with us and also our senior tribe members. You'll get answers very, very quickly, and it's absolutely free. So jump on Facebook, search for UMS Movement Mastermind and join now. Until next time, have a great day.